John the 23rd?
In his opening address to the council, John the 23rd said, "One thing is the substance of our faith which does not change, and the other is the way it is expressed." And there's more than that. That afternoon, or the next morning, in one of the university lecture halls, Pio Lanti, professor of theology and a member of the Roman Curia, pretty well apoplectic. He was so red-faced and spluttering. "We can always depose a pope when he goes into heresy."
He was saying to you this in the class? Or
in the class.
Yeah. What was his name?
Pio Lanti.
Okay.
We can always depose a pope when he goes into heresy. The interesting thing was, these days those words are reported, and so this is why O'Malley's book, instead of saying the substance of our faith, the fundamental teachings of our faith cannot change. Now there's a very big difference. And if you take that as being what was said, why should anybody be upset? The fundamental teachings cannot change, but the way we express them can. Well, what the bloody hell is that all about? Unless it's saying the content of those teachings can't change, the substance of it. When we say God is this, it's not the word God, but the reality behind the word that's important. The substance of faith is God himself. And John the 23rd understood his theology, the huge fights in the history of the debates about the Trinity, that was the Son consubstantial, one substance with the Father? Was Christ of one substance with the Father? He would have been aware of all those words. And so the fact that, evidently, I haven't seen the actor, I'm not sure that I can download them from here for that particular period. But to me, the fact that the way it's being reported, that the fundamental teachings cannot change, but the way they are expressed can, that undermines completely what John the 23rd was on about. When he says that God does not change, but the way we understand our faith in God and what we talk about with God can change, so John the 23rd was open to a total rebirth or reformation of the church. But when you say the fundamental teachings, you've got to go back to what the Word said 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago. And to me, the fact that they were prepared to change those words indicate just how profoundly they intuited what was being said, that perhaps the whole fabric of Roman Catholicism, as it had been defined and organised canonically over the years, that would have to change. They didn't want that because their whole identity was wedded to having power in such a system. Okay?
Okay, well, I'll reflect on this. Yeah.